All right, welcome back to Pump. If you're with us online, thanks so much for being here. A little bit about the class today. At the start, we'll have a warm-up. At the end, we'll have a cool-down. The workout for this class is we have 4 rounds total. Each round consists of 2 movements that we're going to superset 4 times. Okay, and we'll go over all those movements before we start. We're all already in our brace posture, so don't have to check on that, right? So, first movements that we have. First one is going to be thrusters. And I had my chiropractor adjustment, so I won't be doing the workout with you today, but I'll be back on Thursday. And these are just going to push you even harder. Yeah. So thrusters, you have your dumbbells, so you're holding the dumbbells right about shoulder width, okay? Going down into a squat. When you come up, you're pressing up and overhead with those dumbbells, going right back down into that movement, okay? That one is supersetted with lateral raise into bicep curls. So remember, anytime there's a slash or it's a superset, you get to choose the ratio of how much you want to do of each one of those movements, okay? You can do all of one, all of the other. It's kind of up to you on what you want. So lateral raises, so you're going to be lifting the arms up and to the side, okay? Biggest thing, watch yourself in the mirror. You don't want to let those elbows drop down. Once you do, a lot of tension moves into the elbows, okay? So that's good. So keep those elbows up high, okay? Don't let them drop down. That's going to keep the tension into the shoulders. And then, right, bicep curl, any variation you want. You can do palms up, neutral grip, or you can do that reverse grip, okay? Up to you. Next round, the first move we have is squat pulses. So when we're doing can't speak. When we're doing pulses, the biggest thing is you're never fully coming out of a slightly squatted position, okay? So this is as far as you're ever going to come up out of that position. Okay, your hips go back and down, normal squat. When you come up, you're just stopping here, keeping everything engaged, and you're staying in that active range of motion. Obviously, if you need to take a break, of course. But when you're in the exercise, you're staying in the active range of motion. Up to you if you want to use weight or not. Totally your call. Next one we have on there is going to be a tricep, so it's the one we've done before. So the first movement, push-ups. Remembering with push-ups, okay, if you can't go all the way down to the floor and come back up, still go all the way down to the floor on that negative position, okay? That helps us develop the strength through the range of motion, okay, versus just developing partial range of motion on the push-up, okay? So remember, hands are under the chest, not high under the face. Elbows, we don't want flaring out to the sides. We want those elbows coming back at about that 45-ish degree position, okay? So make sure, one way to know, if your elbows are out, that's not what we want. Pull the elbows in. That's going to help you be in a position that you want for that chest to stay active. So whenever you get hands on the ground, rotate those elbows in a little bit. That's going to help you to load through the chest in that movement, okay? Which part? The very first thing, yeah. So very first thing, if you can't get yourself fully back up out of a push-up, just do the negative portion all the way down to like lay down on the ground, then kind of roll up however you need to. Yeah. So what's superset with that is that downward dog press. So when we're in that downward dog position, right, hinged on the ground, you can drop your head towards the floor and press yourself back up. Or if you just want to hold that position, you can hold that position, developing that strength. And then lastly, we have mountain climbers. So still in that push-up position, but you're driving those knees up, activating through the abdominals when you're in that plank position, okay? Next one we have on there is going to be HIIT The Floor. So with the HIIT The Floor, basically it's just alternating lunges. So you're alternating from side to side, trying to tap the floor. If you can't quite get to the floor to tap it, that's all right. You can tap, right, shin, ankle. You don't have to go all that way if that depth is difficult. Biggest thing when we start moving quick and doing movements like that, don't sacrifice that quality. What we tend to do, right, the weight goes forward into the foot, the knee caves in, the arch collapses, and we get into this weird lunge situation like this. We don't want that. Slow it down, keep the quality, keep everything in line, keep everything strong when you're doing it, okay? Next one we have on there is going to be plank jacks superset with push-ups. So again, plank jacks, you're in that plank position, and your feet are just going out and in while you're in that plank position, okay? Don't let the hips drop. Keep those hips strong. Keep that core strong. Push-ups, same as we talked about before. The push-ups, all the same things. Lastly, round 4. First move we have is going to be wood chops. So for this, you're going to want a dumbbell. And basically, you're going to kind of have like a staggered stance. And you want to be intentional about using the core for power, not the arms and the shoulders. So think of, from a twisted motion, use your core, and if you'll have a light weight in your hand, and pull that weight down, kind of like you're doing a wood chop, right? And then you're going to use that core to rip it right back. So you have that wide stance, using that core to pull down and then pull back up, right? Don't let the weight control you. You control the weight, okay? Next one we got is going to be rotating power planks. So remembering for these. Nope, you're going to stay on one side for all 30 seconds, and then the next time we go around, we'll do the other side. Good question. Huh? Yeah. Did I say the opposite? Oh. Messing with me? So next one we have is rotating power plank. So you're going to be in that low plank on the floor, okay? Remembering with the power plank, you're not just holding that position. You're actively squeezing the glutes, squeezing the core, pulling the elbows towards the feet, feet towards the elbows, okay? That's what's going to really activate the core. And then you're twisting and hitting the hips or those quads on the floor through that rotation, okay? So that's all the movements that we have today. If you have any questions or online, drop them in the chat. Any questions here? Okay, let's get some music on, let's warm up, and let's get to it. Starting with those jumping jacks. Keep that core strong. Remember, only at about 30, maybe 40% effort. We're not really pushing it yet. We're just kind of warming up the body. Pelvic floor up and in. Slight squeeze through the torso. Nice job. Remember, you can always be here. Step side to side with it. Minimize that impact, okay? Up to you. Air squats. Hips going back and down. Knees staying in line with those toes. Keep the weight even. Keep the arches strong into the floor. Nice job. Hips back and down. Not knees forward. Think of almost a little chair on the ground back behind you. Nice job. Don't round that back. Job. Marches. Drive those knees up in front. We're activating through those abdominals. Looking for some core activation here. Not just the hip flexors driving, okay? Keep it in the abdominals. Nice job. Lunges, alternating. In that lunge, you can add that twist towards that knee if you want. You don't have to, though. Keep that arch strong on that front foot. Don't let that heel come up. Stay controlled with it. Nice job. As you start to get warmed up, you can try to keep the weight off that back leg as you feel like the muscles are ready. Nice job. Arm circles, full range of motion. Nice job. Reverse, opposite direction. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that low back, remember. Bend those knees if you need to walk out for that push-up. Hands about shoulder width apart. Elbows come back at a 45. Try to keep the wrists under the elbow. Nice job. Remember, just work on that negative all the way down if you can't quite get up out of that push-up. Want to train that full range of motion versus just part of it. Jumping jacks. All right, round 2 of that warm-up. Maybe getting a little bit closer, 60, 70% effort. Starting to pick it up a touch. Remember, stay braced. Keep that core strong. Air squats, arches strong, knees in line with those toes. Keep that weight even. Sit those hips back and down, not the knees forward. Nice job. Don't let that low back round out. Keep that low back pulled in. Nice job. Everything starts from the foot arch. Keep those arches strong. Marches, driving those knees up. Activating through the abdominals. Nice job. Keep that core strong. Lunges, alternating. Keep that weight strong, right? In that front foot, keep it even. Keep that arch engaged. Knees in line with the toe. Make sure you're loading through the glute, not having all the tension in the quads. The way to do that is make sure you're keeping weight on your heel. Don't let the weight come up off of that heel. Nice job. Arm circles, full range of motion. Try to keep the torso squared if you can and reach that range of motion through the shoulders. Nice job. Reverse, opposite direction. Good job. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that low back. Bend those knees if you need. Try to keep those hips squared. Remember, if you can't get all the way back up in the push-up, still go all the way down. Keep that tension in the chest. Nice job. Keep that quality. Keep that scapula set. Keep it strong. Take a break. All right, we got 1 minute, and we're starting the workout. Thrusters into lat raise bicep curl. There's sneakily a lot of shoulder in here because of those thrusters. But in that second one, you get to choose if you want that lat raise or that bicep curl. I know I said earlier, I feel like I'm in a rave when this playlist. All right, we got 10 seconds. And we're starting with those thrusters. In 3, 2, 1, let's rock and roll. All the same things. Keep those arches strong, knees stay in line with those toes, hips go back and down, load through the glutes. When you come up overhead, power that weight up. Core should be strong, core should be controlled. Nice job. Nice work, yos. Switch, lateral raise into that bicep curl. Don't let those elbows drop on that lateral raise. Keep the tension in through the shoulders, the traps. Elbows high, elbows high. Job. Nice job, nice job. Keep that core braced, keep it strong. Nice job. Up to you. Remember, lateral raise or bicep curl or intermix them. It's up to you. Thrusters, back into those thrusters. So into that, from that squat into that shoulder press. Nice job. Don't round that low back out in that squat. Pay attention to where you feel that change. Nice job. Knees in line with those toes. Don't let them cave in. Keep that arch strong. Don't let the flat of your foot collapse down. Switch. Lateral raise, bicep curls. Intermix however you want here. Up to each of you. Nice job. Remember, try to keep tension in. Don't go so far up in that bicep curl that you rest at the top. Try not to stay at the bottom too long. Nice work. Switch back into those thrusters. Squat into that shoulder press. Keep that core strong. Arches engaged. Grip that floor. If you want a little bit more glute, think of twisting those knees out. Twist those legs out. Create tension in the outer leg and the glute. Nice job. Remember, first part of the squat, you want those hips going back, not the knee forward. Hips back. Switch. Lateral raise, bicep curl. Your own mixture here of what you want. Nice job. As long as you can, try to keep that tension. Don't let the muscle rest in between each rep. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Nice work. Nice work. Get one more. Get one more. Switch. Thrusters. Last set. Let's finish with quality here. Remember, hips back into that squat. Make sure those hips back is the first thing you feel. Nice job. Arches strong. Don't let those arches collapse into the ground. Once that arch collapse, usually the knees follow. Keep them strong. Knees in line with those toes. Switch. Lateral raise, bicep curls. So keep that quality, keep that tension on. Try not to rest in between each rep if you can. Stop short in that range of motion. Keep that core braced. Power from the feet. Arches strong. Draw energy up. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Get one more. Get one more. Take a break. Nice work, yos. All right. Next, we got those squat pulses into that tricep, okay? Tricep, your own mixture, remember. Push-ups, downward dog press, and those mountain climbers. Up to you on what you do, what you pick, okay? But those squat pulses, take breaks if you need, right? But you're never coming out of this position. You're never coming any higher than here. You're just pulsing in that active range of motion. And remember, we want the hips going back, not knees forward. So always first movement is there and then down. We got 10 seconds, y'all, and we're into it. In 3, 2, 1, let's rock and roll. We're into those pulses. So going down and then stopping short. You're never going higher than this, and then back down. Stop short, back down, stop short. Nice job. Don't lock those knees. Knees should always have a bend in them. Nice job. Stay with it, stay with it. Switch! Tricep, push-ups, downward dog press, mountain climbers. It's up to you. If you're doing those push-ups, remember, full range of motion negatives, even if you can't get back up. Want to be intentional about getting all the way down. Nice job. Squat pulses. Nice job getting that full range of motion down and then just stopping short on the way up. Tension still in those arches. Switch. Tricep, push-ups, downward dog press, mountain climber. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. On those push-ups, keep the tension in the chest. Pull those elbows in. Don't let those elbows flare out to the sides. Nice job. Switch squat pulses halfway through, yos. Let's go. Remember on those squats, all the things we talked about. Arches start strong. Work your way up. Knees stay in line with that toe. Make sure those hips are going back. So we're loading through the glutes, not just through the quad. Nice job. Nice job. Get those hips back and down. Weight stays even on those feet. Stop short of the top. Don't lock those knees. Switch. Tricep, push-ups, downward dog press, mountain climbers. Whatever you want here. Keep those elbows tucked in. If you're doing those push-ups, don't let them flare out to the sides. Keep that chest up. Don't let that chest collapse. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Switch. Back into those squat pulses. Last one. Unless you're taking a break, those knees should ever lock out. Keep them engaged. Pulse through that range of motion. Nice job. Stay engaged. Stay engaged here. Hips sitting back and down into almost like a little small chair back behind you. Nice job. Stay with it. Pump it out. Pump it out. Pump it out. Switch. Tricep. Push-ups. Downward dog. Mountain climbers. Nice job. Tension in the chest. Keep those elbows pulled in. Don't let them flare out. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Get two more. Get two more. Whatever you're doing, you got it. Come on. Take a break. Nice work. We're moving into round 3 now. We got hit the floors and do another superset. Plank jacks, push-ups. It's up to you on what you want to focus on. Remember, plank jacks, if you're in that plank position, instead of your hands moving, your feet are jumping out, jumping back in, okay? So that's the plank jack. Again, push-ups, hands under the chest, pull those elbows in. When you're in a push-up, you want your elbow to be directly over your wrist. We don't want to be in like this position, right? That's more of like a tricep situation. We want to be able to be here to push through the chest. All right, we got 10 seconds. Yeah, coordinate where them feet be going. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hit the floors. We're just lunging down, tapping, lunging down, tap, and you're just alternating side to side. Nice job. Nice job, nice job. Weights even on those feet. Don't let the weight go to one side completely. Nice job. Once you start to get it, you can start to pick it up if you want. Don't round your low back. As you get tired, you're going to want your back to do the work. Make sure you're getting low in that lunge. Switch. Plank jacks, push-ups. Up to you, what you want here. You can alternate between them. Don't let that core go. Those plank jacks, most of the weight should be on your hands, not in the feet. So you're still using that upper body. Nice job. Rep it out, rep it out, rep it out. Get two more, get two more. Switch. We're in the hit the floor, so alternating lunges. Nice job, nice job. Weights even on those feet. Don't round that low back. Pay attention to that position. Nice job. If you're rounding your low back, it means you're not going as deep into that lunge with bending that leg as you need. Nice job. Stay with us. Switch. Back into that superset. Plank jacks, push-ups. Whatever you want here. Nice job, nice job. Stay with it, stay with it. As you get tired, don't let those elbows flare out on those push-ups. Keep them pulled in. Tension through the chest. Nice job. Get one more, get one more. Switch. Hit the floor. We're into those lunges again. Remember, slow it down if you need, right? Doesn't have to be fast, but keep that quality. Don't round that low back. Want to keep that in, keep that core strong, keep it engaged. Nice job. Nice job. Switch, superset, plank jacks, push-ups. Up to you, keep that core strong. If you're in the plank jack, weight's more in the hands than on the feet. Nice job. Stay with it, stay with it, let's go. Keep that core strong. Let's go, let's go. Get two more of whatever it is, get two more. Switch. Hit the floor, y'all. Last set, and we got a break. Keep that quality. Weights even on that front leg. Knee stays in line with that toe. Remember, pick your own tempo. Doesn't have to be fast, but I want good quality. Weight even on that foot. That arch is strong. That knee's in line. Nice job, nice job. Stay with it, stay with it. Get two more, get two more. Switch, superset, plank jacks, push-ups. You got this. Take breaks as you need. Remember, you can always take a break. But if you're doing it, I want good quality here. Keep that core strong. Weight stays on those hands. Keep those hips low. Don't let those hips get high on you. On those push-ups, keep those elbows in. Activate through the chest. Take a break. All right, y'all, we're into the last round here. We got wood chops into those rotating power planks. So part of this workout is one movement's on the floor, one movement standing up. So you got to move quick through those transitions. All right, wood chops. You're holding onto your dumbbell or one of those circle weights. Remember, slight staggered stance. Okay, you can be straight squared if you want, or you can kind of have a front and back, depending on what's comfortable. If you have one foot in the front and one foot back, whichever direction you're going, that foot's in front a little bit. You have kind of your plant leg. Remember, we want to use the core to rotate. The core is what's giving us power to go down and then bringing us back up. So when you're doing it, I want that power coming from the abdominals, not from the arms and shoulders, okay? We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. Use that core and then control it and bring it back. That core is what's keeping you that control. Nice job, almost like you're splitting wood. As you feel comfortable, you can start to move quicker, but as you move quick, you need more core control so that weight's not just taking you away. Nice job. From upper right to lower left, upper right, lower, or whichever direction you're going, right? But switch. All right, rotating power planks. We're down in that low plank position. Squeeze the glutes, tighten the core. Squeeze that floor together in that low plank, okay? Then rotate, tap the hip on the floor, tap that hip on the other side. But don't stop squeezing the ground together. That's what's giving you the activation, the work. Elbows to feet, feet to elbows. Switch. We're back up into those wood chops. Opposite side that you did last time. So if you started in the upper right, now you're going to the upper left. Switch your feet, whichever direction you're going, remember, that foot's in front. Use that core, keep that control. Nice job. So bent arm position, down into a straight, bent to straight. Nice job. So on the top, if you want, you can bend from here and then go to an extend. That can kind of help a little bit. Nice job. Switch. Down into those rotating power plank taps. Down on the elbows. Keep those hips low. Hips should only be maybe 3 inches above the ground. Keep those glutes, squeeze the glutes. That's part of your power there. Tighten that core. Elbows to feet, feet to elbows. Let's go, switch. Back to that first side of wood chops now. If you're feeling more comfortable, you can start to speed it up a little bit, but keep the control in the core. Arms aren't doing the work. The core is doing the work. Nice job, nice job. Slight bend in those knees. Don't lock those knees out. Keep soft knees. Nice job, nice job. Switch. We're down, rotating power plank taps. Nice job. Keep that quality. Take a break if you need, but if you're doing them, make them perfect, even if it's only one. Squeeze that floor, tighten those glutes, crush that floor together. Switch. We're into our last set, y'all. That opposite side of those wood chops. Again, remember that core is doing the work. The core is where you're getting that control, not from the arms. Nice job. Find your tempo. Stick with your tempo. Stay with it. Stay with it. Let's go. Get 2 more. Get 2 more. Switch. Last movement here. Rotating power plank taps. Just make them good. Down into that low plank position. Squeeze those glutes. Tighten that core. Then squeeze that floor together using those abdominals. Once you're there, then rotate. But don't let that core shut off. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You got it, you got it. Take a break. Nice work, yos. Who's feeling the dice roll today? All right, you got it for us. We roll at 1, we're doing the ladder. 2 through 5, redo a round. 6 through 10, 2-minute finisher. What do we got? 9. All right, 2-minute finisher, people. Our finisher is weighted squats into rotating power planks. You switch between them however you want. What? Weighted squats. All right, we got 2 minutes. You got about 40 seconds left to rest. Well, you don't have to do weighted. You can do body weight squats, up to you, or you can do lunges. Always feel free to change up movements if you need, remember? But the finisher is weighted squats into rotating power planks. You get to choose when you want to switch from one to the next one. Up to you. 20 seconds till we're in it. 10 seconds and we're rolling. In 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got 2 minutes. Squats into those rotating power planks. However you want that broken up, it's up to you. Nice job. Remember those squats, arches strong. Keep that grip through the feet on the floor. Knees stay in line with those toes. Hips go back and down. Nice job. Let's go. Keep that quality. Take those breaks when you need them. Right? If you fail out, change the movement. Move into the other one. If you're in that plank, squeeze those glutes, tighten that core, squeeze that floor together with those abdominals. Stay with it. We're 1 minute in. You got this. Wherever you're at, you got this. Nice job. Keep working, keep working. Rotate as often as you need. Take breaks as you need. Nice job. Stay with it. Stay with it. Keep quality. Take a break if you need. But if that quality suffers, take that break. Come on, we're almost there. Stay with it. You got less than 30 seconds. Find your tempo, whatever it is. Keep that quality. Nice job. Let's finish strong. We got 10 seconds left. Wherever you're at, get into it. Stay with it. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Nice work, y'all. My peeps at home, nice job today. I know you killed it. Peeps in class definitely killed it. Nice job. Nice job, Sam. Nice work. Nice job, Teach. Nice job today. Oh no! Steal them from outside the room. I'll go grab some more real quick. As you're starting to clean up, slow that breathing down. Whenever you're ready, you can start with those deeper breaths. Breathing in through the nose on the way up, out through the mouth on the way down. Really, the breaths, you can kind of do them however you want. You're just trying to slow that heart rate down. That's what we're working on doing here. If you find that you have really tight hamstrings, glutes, you can use that exhale as an opportunity for a stretch, right? Exhale, stretch through those hamstrings. Whenever you're ready or on that next exhale, we're going to bring that arm across. Through all the stretches, keep that slight braced posture, keep those breaths. Stretching a little further on those exhales. When you're ready, go ahead and release. Bring that opposite arm across. Well, that worked out great for me. We haven't rolled to do a workout in like 4 classes. First one I do, or don't do. We have to do the workout. Wow. When you're ready, go and release. We're going to bring those hands behind the back, interlock those fingers, shoulder blades kind of pulled back and down. We're going to roll that head and neck. ready, go ahead and release. Next stretch, we're gonna bring that left foot out in front of that right foot. Push those hips back. Remember, keep that chest up through the stretch. It's about elongating the hamstring, the calf, not about how far down you can get. And breathe. If you want a little bit more calf focus, you can pull that toe up. Biggest thing though, don't round that low back. Shoulder blades pulled back and down, low back pulled in, chest stays up, stays tall. When you're ready, go ahead and release. Bring that opposite foot out in front. Same stretch, opposite side. Weights on that back leg, not on the front leg. When you're ready, go ahead and release. From here, we're gonna, from a standing position, bring that right ankle behind, grab that leg for that quad stretch. Biggest thing with the quad stretch, if you're looking forward, try to keep that knee pulled in close to that other knee. And then you can pull back further, squeeze the glutes, push those hips forward. It's gonna help to elongate that connection through here into that quad. When you're ready, you can release, switch over to that opposite side. Better balance than I do. Just wanted to say hey. When you're ready, go ahead and release. You're going to take a wide stance here. You can kind of angle those feet out or forward, whichever is more comfortable for you. From here, we're going to push those hips back, and then we're going to lunge over to the left, opening through that inner thigh. Foot stays flat on the side you're hinging towards. Remember, we don't want that knee going forward. We don't want to be here. We want to be here. Breathe through that stretch. When you're ready, go ahead and come back up into the center, over to that opposite side. Still keeping those hips pushed back. You're ready, take it back to center, back over to that opposite side. And as you're ready, you can kind of pulse from side to side. What feels good, moving through that stretch, finding it, moving back to center, going over that opposite side. From here, once you find that center, go and relax, drop all the way down. Let those arms drop towards the floor. If you want, you can grab elbows here. Move as feels good for you. When you're ready, release the elbows, plant the hands. You can walk those feet in. And then as you're ready, go and slowly roll up out of that position. If you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free, but we're running out of time, so finish with those last breaths. In through the nose on the way up, out through the mouth on the way down. Nice job today, y'all. Great work. As always, don't forget homework. Sleep is number one. You're going to be recovering over the next 2 to 4 days from this workout. So make sure we're sleeping minimum 7 to 9 hours a night. Make sure we're eating, right? Make sure we're getting enough food throughout the day. And then lastly, make sure you're staying hydrated, okay? Those 3 things are going to be important for healing, progressing, and continuing to come back for more, okay? So have a nice night. We'll see you Thursday.